Story time. Now, here's a quick disclaimer. This is my life and it's my truth, and I tell these stories strictly for entertainment purposes only, and maybe a lesson or two, but I mean no harm to anyone involved, and I do it with love, so enjoy. With that being said, let's go! Guess what? It's story time. So this story is about me trying to be fucking grown as a kid and letting my cousin talk me into some big wild shit. You know what I'm doing? I'm telling this story. Get into it. Part 1 or 2. Whatever. So it's one of them awesome ass weekends, and we done convinced my mother and my aunt to let us come over. The thing about coming over is we was always on some bullshit. We had a plan, nonetheless. Little did we know, my aunt had a plan for us. With that being said, just know that we were not allowed to go anywhere for the weekend. It's like she had that motherfucking, man, intuition is a bitch. Look, we was cute. We had the gift of gab. Like, we got it honest. Like, real life got it fucking honest. But anywho, come back for part 3, because you want it. Like, follow for more. Part 3 was requested, and so here we go. Now we get up there, and now our plan has now been disrupted because my aunt is not playing them games, honey. She already knew we was up to no fucking good. Hey, and granted, she was right. But she put a stop to all that shit that we had planned. Made us sit in the house all fucking day. So we sat in the house. Was not a motherfucking thing to do. And we did what, we occupied ourselves. Played in each other's hair. Fucking cleaned up. Constructive shit to try to get us some brownie points. But she was not having that shit by any means. Come back for more. Like and follow. You came back for part 4? I got it. So, we sat in the house all day with nothing to do, like a cat in the hat motherfucking story like shit. But all it took was one of us. Just motherfucking one of us. To go the fuck outside and check the mail. Pretty much when some shit like that happens, you can send the smoke signal out like we stranded in the fucking house. Help, come fuck with us at the window type shit. So listen, it had got dark and everybody knew we was stuck up in the fucking house. But we should have stayed there the whole time. To make shit a little simpler, niggas start hopping out the window, going to cars. Come back for part 5 or 4. You knew I was coming back for part 5, right? You definitely knew that. You knew that! So look, at the end of the day, motherfuckers start hopping out the fucking window to associate with the motherfuckers that was out there. Now I won't use anybody's motherfucking name, because, man, we is not implicating people here. But do know, everything I'm stating is based on a true goddamn story. Really. With that being said, just know we really got our ass whooped. Like, my aunt didn't hold anything the fuck back. Period. Now, hey, we deserved that shit. We definitely signed up for the ass whooping. But come back and follow and shit for the rest of this story, because it's more. Ain't nobody gotta ask me for shit. I came with part 6. Hello? Now, let me first say this. I was always a kid with common goddamn sense. So I was not hopping out the fucking window by any means. At all. At motherfucking all. I was not. I couldn't. I didn't give a fuck. I wasn't. So when cousin 1 turned to me and said, hop out the window with me, I said, nah. This seemed messy. Only because I knew cousin 2 actually liked the nigga. This is all of messy. And with that being said, yeah, cousin 1 hopped out the motherfucking window. AM, just come back. It's more. Like, follow. It's part 7 on the way. I said I was coming back with part 7. You better start believing in me. Now, as I said before, I'm a girl with common goddamn sense. Nobody asked how old we were. I'm probably about 13, 14. Cousin 1's probably about 14, 15, 16, somewhere 14, 15. Just overly developed. And when it came to shit like that about being developed, I just didn't make the cut. I didn't make the cut. But it didn't matter because I'm cute. So with that being said, anywho, cousin 1 says, I'm hopping out the window. I said, I'm going out the same way I motherfucking came. The front door. Come back for part 8. You know I got more. Somebody about to ask about part 8. So I'm going to just get you out the way. So you keep hearing me say, I was a little girl with common sense. That's because I was. I knew that if I happened to hop out that window, I could possibly break something with myself. I was the smallest of the bunch. However, when it comes to being sneaky, I hadn't got it yet. Like, I was still learning, but I hadn't quite got it yet, and I wasn't going out the window. You wanted me to go with you? I'm going out the same way I came in. Thank you. Listen, I really thought I was somebody. Walked out the door, the motherfucking screen door slammed, come back for part 9. It's part 9 though. I can't make this shit up. Now don't mistake it, we were not latchkey kids. You know? Like, it wasn't our parents left us alone, no big wild shit like that. We just got a kick out of doing shit we ain't no motherfucking business. Nobody asked the hour of night it was. 2 a.m. Now everybody I know that's now grown as who don't know, ain't nobody out there but adults that time of night. So who called us out the window? If charges could apply now, let's say that. Anywho, we gonna go ahead and fast forward. So now I done let the motherfucking screen door slam, and we broke whole ass down the street in our motherfucking pajamas. Come back for part 10. You know I got it. Look, I said I had part 10. And though TikTok does not want me to tell my story, it's my motherfucking story. So, watch out. Now, we took the fuck off down the street. Pajamas, no motherfucking shoes. Life was good. Life was that good that you could do that in 2 o'clock in the morning. We made it to the nigga house. And when we made it to the house was eerie. It was creepy. Like, it was creepy. We walked up the steps and we went inside. Now, me, being that little girl with common goddamn sense, it's pitch black in there. I'm not walking all the way through nobody's fucking house and it's pitch motherfucking black. Cousin 1 was definitely on her own on the house mission. I wasn't going all the way in. Period. So I sat at the front door in a chair where I could see out the front door, but it was light there. Come back for part 11. I got more. It's part 11. I'm gonna bug. It's part 11. Somebody gonna be mad. Now, there's always one. 2 o'clock in the morning, no shoes, pajamas. Where was everybody at? Why we ain't get in the car with the nigga? Listen, 1, he didn't know if he was coming. 2, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. The fuck? Niggas see shoes gone, then they gonna know we gone. What's over here thinking? But yeah, so on with the story. Now, like I said, I'm sitting there in the chair by the door where it's actually a little light. And I ain't talking about no fucking light from the ceiling, no electricity. This is the street light that I'm talking about. And my cousin gets ghost off into the darkness. And I'm sitting there by myself. And then I see headlights. Come back for part 12. It's part 13. Let's get it. So I'm sitting there and I don't even have time to really think or even process what to do next, because my sister and my cousins come rushing through their man's door like, where your cousin at? And they go pull her out the back somewhere in the dark. And so now we're headed to the car. I don't even make any eye contact with my cousin because I know we about to be fucked up in the world. Like, for real, about to be fucked up in the world. I can't believe it. Now we taking this walk of shame to the fucking car because we know goddamn better. And all my uncle can do is look at me through the rearview mirror because I sit behind him. We all pile into this little Nova and I sit behind him. So he makes full eye contact with me and says, what the fuck was y'all thinking? I don't even know what to say, but come back for part 14 because this story goes on. I told y'all I was coming back. Y'all better start believing in me. So now we in the car, and my uncle is asking me what the fuck was I thinking. Like, I'm the older party in charge. Hello, your daughter's older than me. But hence I said, I was the little girl that had common goddamn sense. So therefore he expected me to choose up, you know? But I didn't. I was with all the fuckery. Whatever my cousin was with, I was with. Period. Hence why the fucking story is called Influence. Didn't say it was a great influence, but definitely an influence nonetheless. Back to the story. So now we riding back with the oohs and the motherfucking ahs, because of course the little ones are making it no fucking better. And then we enter the house. Come back for part 15, 16, something. Y'all know. Even in fucking traffic, the story gotta get told. Part 16 though. So now that we done reached the house, my uncle sends the younger ones to go to fuck the bed. That was a sign that it was about to go down. They didn't want no witnesses. So me and cousin one takes the dreadful walk down the steps and into the basement where my aunt awaits. She instantly looks at my uncles and says, go get a switch. A couple. I hear you judgy bitches in the back. Don't judge my auntie. She grew up in a whole different era, and we was badass 80 babies. No excuses made, but the ass whipping was undoubtedly earned. I instantly gagged. I just knew she was not gonna whoop me. It was my first and absolute last ass whooping. Come back for part 17. Hold my tea. Yes, so earlier I really couldn't keep up with the numbers, but I know this is 17. Now that you're back with me, so we're at the part where I'm commenced to getting my ass whooped. Now, she got her thing off and let me know why the fuck I wasn't supposed to be, why I was getting this ass whooping. But it wasn't so easy for cousin one. After I take a motherfucking seat and break down into my tears, I'm still there for her punishment. At that point, I'm wishing I wasn't. My auntie tore my cousin ass the fuck up. She ain't just break fucking switches on her. She made her lean across the motherfucking dollhouse. Cause yeah, we had a dollhouse. We was real fucking kids. And then out of nowhere, a belt magically appears and she commenced to whooping her ass with that too. But that's just my story. Come back for the rest of it. Oh. I got part 18. This it though. I'm gonna seal this deal. They don't really want my story being told. Well, not this one, at least. Well, part 11? The fuck? So we've now gotten our ass whooped. It's official. We took a whole ass whooping for her to do some devious shit and me just to be a motherfucking tag along. We get back to the room. She tells us don't even sleep together. I guess at this point she figured we was gonna run away together in our dreams. She looked over at me. I looked over at her. She said, you okay? I said, yeah, through my sniffles, because I felt really bad for her. Like, even though it was her decision. I felt bad. She took a real motherfucking licking, and so did I. This is my first and last ass whooping, honestly, in life. From that on, anyway. But like, follow.